Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. I'm here to tell you that everything happens for a reason. You may trip and fall on the reason, and it could be a very important reason, and you just get up and keep on walking. You don't recognize that reason. You don't look for it. You don't care about it. It's not part of what makes you eat and sleep and what, makes you do whatever you need to do to survive in this world. That reason just gets stomped on, stepped on. You just move on. But there's a reason for everything. Now, you may say that, oh, Patricia Benedict just went and got herself arrested again. She's a nuisance. That's what you say. That's what you're saying about Patricia Benedict. But there's a reason she was where she was that day. People needed to know about Miss Welch, Princess Welch. Okay, she was adopted in Barbados. Okay, they said that her mom would work turning concrete. She will work just like how a male will work. You will not even know it's a female. She was a very strong, very strong woman. And even when Princess's mom got pregnant, people were quite surprised because she was part of the, that lettered community. Okay, they were quite surprised. Okay, so when the mother got pregnant, someone in the neighborhood, the Ivy, took in as a baby Princess, and the person who took her in, the Hurdles, okay, what's her name? Yvette Hurdle. She raised a population in her house, allegedly, well, this one's not alleged, but allegedly of arpists, grape, you can't say the word here, and other sorts of criminality. That's what Princess was in the midst of, in a household of males. Okay, so this one here that you're seeing, Omar Ryan O'Neill Hurdle, Yvette's son, he just decided one day that he was upset and he was offset, and he needed to get that energy off, and he unalived this one, Dwayne Jason Omar Gooden. And I blogged about this when he was sentenced to 27 years. I blogged about it. But see, everything happens for a reason. So Dwayne Jason Omar Gooden was just on his way home, going through a track on his way home, and this one here, Omar Ryan O'Neill Hurdle, was offset. People threw rocks at him. He didn't even know, he didn't know him from Adam. He didn't know him. He's from My Lord's Hill, was from My Lord's Hill. He's from the Ivy, and he chopped him to death. Okay, Omar Ryan O'Neill Hurdle here chopped him to death. He was an innocent man. He didn't know what was happening to him. He didn't know who he was doing it to. He just knew that he was offset. Princess Welch was raised in that household. She was raised in that household. Okay, so what happened to Patricia Benedict a couple of days back? We're gonna have to start looking at life as lessons, and there are people who live on this earth that are here to play those lessons out in public, because most people hide away. Patricia is playing those lessons that we are supposed to learn out in public, and instead of stumbling over the lesson, you need to understand it as a lesson and you learn from it. Okay, we wondered in my chat why Princess Welch looked so serious, cruel, serious. And they say that she was raised among rapists and other criminals. She was a female in a house of guys who committed and other criminal acts. Now, I guess you can tell from my voice and the way I hesitate that there are certain things you cannot say. We weren't there, but you know the environment. You done know, okay? So we Well, I want you to know that when you have people in power, when you have given people power, a badge, a gun, or whatever, you have to know something about them. You have to know, you have to take a psychological profile, whether it happens within the department or not. You have to do it. And I can help you do it if you give me backgrounds on people. I can help you do it. I can help you understand the environment, where you are, and maybe just avoid certain situations, because you know you're not going to get empathy, you're not going to get any sort of consideration in certain situations because of the beginnings. Everything goes back to childhood. Everything goes back to your childhood, okay? And Princess Welch was raised in a household of males who committed really bad crimes. Really bad crimes. Okay? So be governed with this blog. Understand where I'm going with this blog. Understand that everything happens for a reason. Okay? Everything happens for a reason. Patricia, yeah, she was arrested, but she was in the right place at the right time, because now you know more about the people that you have empowered, the people that you will give a gun to, the people that are going to be coming to take investigations. You're going to know more about them. You're going to know their background, and you're going to know, you can estimate a sort of proclivity. You can estimate it, okay? And they were saying, the person who called me to say that Princess was from the Ivy and from that family, the Hurdle family, said she's going to fit in perfectly well in Barbados police service. Wink, wink. Because you know of Everton Gittins and others like him. She's going to fit in well within the police service, unless she does something so egregious that they themselves cannot overlook it. But at least you have a template, okay? I've given you a template. You don't have to reinvent no wheel, okay? Your environment, your beginnings, that is a very important link in trying to recognize, why did someone do that? Why did they behave like that? Why did she arrest? Why did she arrest Patricia Benedict just because she pulled out her phone? She wasn't in her face. She pulled out her phone from across the street, across the way. Why did she do it? So now you get a glimpse of the beginnings, okay? This guy here is her not biological brother. It's not a sibling, but she was raised in his house. Omar Ryan O'Neill Hurdle slept in the same house as Princess Welch. He's currently at your hotel, St. Philip, 27 years for murder. And the person that he did murder, he unalived, was not the intended victim. It was not someone who did anything to him. It was not someone he knew. He just was offset. He just was angry. You understand where I'm going with what I'm saying, right? He was just upset, angry. He needed to relieve some stress. And that's what he did. Okay. This is Sherry Veronica.